Nashville Caveman podcast, man. Are y'all ready to start the show? Because we are,
Yes.
man. Stay tuned. Yeah, it's about that time. You rocking with your boy Damo Unleashed and Sky Black on the Nashville Caveman podcast. Stay tuned.
Phone on the whip with the crystals on the side. Doors flip up, yeah, we call it suicide. Creeping like a spider every time that I ride. Yeah, I smile at my haters just to fuck with they pride. And the car so dope that the truth tell a lie. $1 million dreams make a broke nigga high. Dudes get mad when they women say hi. The paint so wet that it make a pussy slide. Sun rooftop with the wood grain grip. Ain't even raining, but the paint still drip. I'm not even traveling, but baby, I'm a trip. So she riding up the mountainside just to see the tip. Top of the world, that's what they ain't wanna be. Riding in a battle, man, until my legacy. Crystals on the chrome, yeah, the body so G. I'm a stunt so hard, niggas can't stand me.
What is going on, everybody, man? Happy Tuesday. Or as we like to say, man, it's really Taco Tuesday. But, man, we are glad to be back. We missed last week's show, man, because the old lady stepped wrong, messed her leg up. You know what I'm saying? She's doing a lot better now, but we are glad to have you guys here. I am Damo Unleashed, one half of the Nashville Caveman podcast show, here with a really good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to roll out the red carpet, let him introduce himself. So the floor is yours.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sky Black. You know, it's a blessing to see another week, another Tuesday. But the true blessing is I can't believe that the Denver Broncos actually beat the Buccaneers 26-7. I did not see that coming. You know, I thought my Broncos was in a rebuilding season. But I guess Sean Payton pulled one out of the hat, or Baker Mayfield just had a bad game. Either way, I will take the win, you know, lock, stock, and barrel. So thanks to everybody for watching. Don't forget tonight, the D-Bling radio show from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then the replay from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. After that, we stream your music on offtoprecords.net. That is offtoprecords.net. And hopefully when you're done, you will submit your videos to Mr. Damo over here and get interviewed so you can be in a position to be awarded male or female artist of the year. So driven male or female artist of the year. The first annual or inaugural award show. It's right around the corner, people. There you go.
You know what, y'all? We got 3 months.
3 months.
And it seemed like time has gone this year. You hear me?
Amen.
So, to all the artists that is a part of the So Driven Artist Award, if you guys just haven't go to the video, it's pinned on my Facebook page and have all of your fans vote, because it's all going to be based on fan voting. There's not going to be a panel to vote or anything like this. It's all going to be based on your fans.
Absolutely.
So it's up to the true So Driven artists. You got to be driven to get people to like and support you. So
Absolutely. Damo, did you see that video I sent you? I tagged you in about the lady pushing her kid out the car.
what is wrong with these folks, man?
Everybody ain't meant to be parents. I mean, her child got on her nerves that bad for crying that while the car was moving.
Over shampoo? Over spilled shampoo?
She pushed that child out the car while I was driving. I was like, damn, dude. Ooh,
They need to start giving men the option to take over for the children. And you know, when these mothers are deemed, you know, man, mentally unfit, and it's a whole lot of mentally unfit females out here that shouldn't be mothers. I'm just sorry, man.
Absolutely.
We see them cases, and no matter how many cases where we see that the proof is there,
Right.
they still just, you know, I couldn't believe it. But then again, it's not shocking.
Right.
It's not shocking when I see stuff like that. I know I want to jump back to football because I want to say this. I did not see, it's one thing for the Broncos to upset Tampa Bay, but to beat them in the fashion that they beat them. I think I'm more shocked about that.
Me too.
I'm shocked about the Bengals being 0-3. I'm shocked about Pittsburgh being 3-0 with Justin Fields. Russell Wilson haven't even played a down. This has been led by Justin Fields. So imagine being Chicago, and then the guy you gave up on goes and he 3-0. Or let's talk about the Titans with Malik Willis. They let him go. They actually traded him to the Buccaneers, and then they lose to him. So imagine how.
Was it the Buccaneers or the Packers? Was it the Buccaneers or the Packers?
It's the Packers.
Yeah, Packers. Yeah, and they lose to them.
So Malik Willis was in, and he played really, really well.
Didn't he? Absolutely. He showed it. But you know what? On the Justin Fields, this is Justin Fields, what, fifth season?
About that.
Okay.
This is fifth year, I think.
I am not surprised that he's where he's at. I'm not surprised that Caleb Williams is where he's at. Because the only thing Caleb Williams have done is, you know how you have the scrimmage games with other teams, right? You have the scrimmage with your own team, and then you have preseason. Them the only throws he's ever made in the NFL. I knew come week one when he had to go against starters, all 11 people on defense or starters, he was going to struggle. I don't know why. I don't care if you are the number one overall pick. You need to sit behind a quarterback your first year. I don't care. I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers behind Brett Favre. Look at all those quarterbacks that sit behind Tom Brady. You throwing these kids out here into the fire. The NFL moves a little bit faster than college. So why would you throw that man out there knowing, first of all, you in a good division. So I don't know what you think he was going to do against the Detroit Lions, the Green Bay Packers, people like that. So I'm not surprised. I knew come week one, the Bears was going to struggle offensively because that boy wasn't ready. He's still a child compared to the men that are in the NFL.
Well, you look at, what's going on in Carolina. Andy Dalton comes in and he throws for 300 yards. And what do you do now? You had this rookie that's your number one pick from last year. You threw him into the fire. He's not doing good as CJ Stroud, who probably had a better team around him. And, the last year, beginning of this year, he looks awful. You bring in Andy Dalton, and they win the game. And not only do Carolina win, but Andy Dalton throws for 300 yards. Where do you go from there?
You take these quarterbacks and you put a clipboard in their hand. Season, 2 seasons. I mean, that's I don't care how much money you paid them. Money has nothing to do with the production on the field. It just meant that they was high in the draft. Do you see what I'm saying? So Justin Fields played 4 seasons with the Bears, and then
they threw him into the fire.
And then he's with his 5th season with Pittsburgh. He's ready. 5 seasons in the NFL, you're ready. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm not shocked by the way he's playing with Pittsburgh. He's a little bit younger. He's a little bit more athletic than Russell because Russell has been beat up. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so I watched some of those games, and right when the defensive guys think they got Justin Fields, he's elusive. Russell used to be elusive, but as you get older, your body just don't move the way.
Yeah, you don't move the same.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that Justin Fields is with a coach that kind of understood what his strengths and weaknesses were. I think Justin Fields is Caleb Williams. When they first drafted him, they put him in the fire way too fast. I kept telling folks, Justin Fields does not need to be on the field year one, right?
Right.
He didn't start. Justin Fields didn't start. The starting quarterback either went down or he had bad games, and then they put in Justin Fields. These quarterbacks do not need to be out there. You need a veteran quarterback, a good backup quarterback, and have that number one overall pick, the 3rd. They do not need to be out there the first year trying to figure out what's going on. Because practice
Look at Sam Darnold. Look at Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, it looked like he was on his way of the NFL.
Absolutely.
And look at the Vikings. The Vikings, I never saw them. They beat Houston down. Who saw that come? They blew them up.
You think about these coaches that understand the game. Sam Darnold's what, 10 years? No, not 10 years.
No, he's been in the league as long. He was drafted the same year that Baker Mayfield was drafted. So he's going on year 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Maybe year 7 right now.
Absolutely. So think about that. So I can see him understanding offenses and defenses and cover zeros and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I get it where they're coming from, getting these quarterbacks that are journeymen at a good discounted price that's trying to prove themselves. Because if Sam Darnold has a great year, he can go to a team and get paid now.
Yeah. And he will. He will. Next year, I don't know when his contract up, but when it's up, he's going to get a payday.
Yeah.
And I'm shocked. I mean, I'm shocked by what's going on in the NFL right now.
Yeah. And with CJ Stroud, he was just an anomaly, right? He came in when you knew the defensive coordinators don't have no tape on you. None.
Right.
Okay, now they got tape on you, CJ. So now this is why they're able. That's probably why they lost, because they were 2-1 now.
They 2-1 now.
So yeah, he's gonna have a tough season because now these defensive coordinators got tape on him to see what he likes to do and what he don't. Last year they didn't have any tape on him. So welcome to the NFL.
Right, it's gonna be interesting to see how his season ends. You know, but I'm just glad. I won the week 1, but the last 2 weeks I done got shellacked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been beat, so I got to come back. And you know, AJ Brown being hurt kind of hurt my team, but you know, I'm excited, man, for fantasy football. NBA starts in a couple weeks,
right?
And man, we're about to be in October. Speaking of about to be in October, y'all, 4 days. My birthday in 4 days.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to having a ball on Saturday, going out. It's a nice little spot I was just telling Sky about, not too far from my house. You know what I'm saying? That's for grown folks. So I'm going to just get my grown man attire, man. You know, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because y'all know look, I ain't got my cane ready. You know what I'm saying? I got my cane ready.
Step out on them.
Stepping out on them.
That's what's up.
Now with the step out.
I hope y'all have a great time, Damo.
Man, you know what? Anytime I'm with her, man, it is a great time.
Hey, man, it sure is. Absolutely. You know? Absolutely.
But y'all, we got a lot to talk about today. Y'all know we wasn't here last week.
No, we wasn't.
You know, and the one thing that I really wanted to talk about last week, and I said, we're going to talk about this shit this week. Shannon Sharp's leaked video, all right?
Oh, man.
That was funny. I don't know what's more funny. The leaked video or the aftermath with him and Chad Ochocinco having that podcast talking about. So we're going to get into that.
Okay.
I know what else we're going to get into.
What's that?
Man, Sean Puffy Combs being arrested on racketeering charges and human trafficking. Damn. And then they confiscated like 1,000 bottles of baby oil. You know what I'm saying? From his house.
Damn.
So we gonna talk about him and that baby oil. Also, the question: can a man love more than one woman? All right, you gonna talk about that? And last but not least, why, ladies, it is important, utter importance, that y'all hold each other accountable for some of the stuff that other women say and some of the stuff that other women do. Because you might have this, it's not my business approach, but let me tell you, first and foremost, it has an effect on you too, right? These females come out here and they saying they do stuff and it alter the way men think. I'm about on mass levels, it has an effect on you too. So yes, you guys should hold other women accountable. Because y'all, men can't really hold y'all accountable. So just like what man can hold another man accountable, but he can't really hold a woman accountable. But women, y'all can. So we're going to talk about that. And I am excited to get this going. Hey Sky, I think before we go ahead and get into it, y'all know I like to promote the artists. I'm appreciative of the artists, man, that come through here. So I'm going to go ahead and play a song by my Function 365, and then when we come back, we'll go ahead and jump into these topics, okay?
All right.
So stay tuned. We're going to give y'all the numbers for the people that want to call in. Actually, it's down below, 645-5169. So the area code, 615-645-5169 if y'all want to call in while we're addressing one of these topics. So we'll be right back, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're watching the show, do us a huge favor. Please share your network. That's the fastest way to help us grow.
We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. Top of my head, I'm off the top of my game. If you don't know it now, you remember my name. I smoke so much weed, man, you wouldn't believe. Fire all the damn time, just burning them trees. No, there ain't nothing to it, that's just how life goes. So bury all your haters with this weed, now hit this road. Soak it up a little bit, now let it all sink in. With this right beat, deadlines they never win. As the beat keeps me going, my words forever flowing. Malfunctions back now, and we snapping on it. Just rip it, you feel it, can't hold us down. That B6, so kill it, we will right now. Music's in my life, so I plan to treat it right. It's a part of me, hip-hop's in me, my music is my life. It's a guarantee this love is mine, forever staying true. Music made me, it can make you too. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadlines. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadline. Yes sir, I'm the man, no I'm not being cocky, see. It's just some clever word playing with the rhymes, I keep it coming. It comes out of me erupting, you can tell it's in my soul. My dreams and they're becoming true. It's no thing, it's all me. As I say it with my chest, I'm calling all the music lovers around the world. If you're hearing me, say it loud, boys and girls, come on. It's all about the weed, so I smoke it all. Get ready, set, time's up, you fall. I'm already here, rolled up, let's go. I'm SpongeBob now, so ready, so blown. My stages set this game on, my papers made them stack so grown. Roman shit, what you know about it? Rolled up weed, we know all about it. Think I'm crazy, hell no, I'm high. Stay fucked up, you know that's why my eyes are low and oh so red. This blunt so big, I'm blowing what's left. We smoking all the time, so go on ahead and roll one up. Twist it, lick it, pack it, light it, go on ahead and get fucked up. We do it all the time, you see I'm doing fine. Making banks, living life out, no deadline.
Smoking all the time, twist it, lick it, light it, smoking all the time, twist it, roll one up. Smoking all the time, twist it, lick it, light it, smoking all the time, twist it, roll one up.
right, we back. We're gonna go ahead and get right into this, man. Because, man, I have a whole lot. First of all, I want to say this, right? Well, actually, no. Let me go ahead and play the video for him, and then we're gonna jump right into it. I think that, like I said, I think the aftermath was funnier than the initial video. So, without further ado, y'all, here we go.
Move that other leg out the way. Move that chest up a little bit, girl. Oh, boy. More than just a tennis you can be. You little frisky thing, actually. You got a little pug here. Oh.
No, that's not it. Who did this?
Wonderful. I love this freaky stuff like that. Go ahead and just let yourself go. Come on, I'm gonna let
Who did this?
Something too. This ain't like me.
That is definitely me.
They done took the voice of John Witherspoon.
Oh, no, they didn't do that. Why they do that? Oh, that's funny. Oh, no. Hold on. Hey, hold on. Let me see if this is. No, they playing. I know they playing. Hold on. They got the live video here, but they didn't leak it. Or they didn't swap it. Hold on. Here, let me see if this is Instagram leak. All right. So let me just. All right. So that's the initial leak, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to play the Chad Ochocinco the response because I think that's funny too. And then I want to talk about this. I don't know, Sky, if you heard of this, but before this whole tape came out, right before this quote unquote leak tape, you hear that there was a rumor talking about that he was homosexual. Did you hear that rumor?
Yes.
So it's the timing is very odd that will happen. You know what I mean? Because if you weren't on Instagram, say if he wasn't on there, I don't know how he could have tossed the phone and then all of a sudden it landed and it opened up Instagram if he wasn't on there. Because in the discussion he was having with Chad Ochocinco, he was just saying he just threw his phone down, and then all of a sudden, man, he was getting phone calls on his other phone saying, "Hey, man, did you know that you're live on Instagram having sex?" And he was like, "Well, I don't even know how to work Instagram." So if he wasn't on Instagram and he wasn't operating it on his phone, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but the likelihood of that happening, I don't know.
Well, you know, I do have certain apps on my phone that if water hits my phone, it'll turn it on. If I accidentally breathe hard enough, it will turn on. But Instagram Live is a few steps to go through, right?
Right.
But there was one thing he said to Chad. I don't know if anybody paid any attention. He said when they first started to get him to bed and to do whatever, the phone was up under her. And then he realized the phone was up under her. He went to take it from up under her back and lay it on the table. Well, who's to say that she didn't grab the phone and went to his Instagram Live and had it under her to record it?
Yeah, you got to
say that. He said he didn't know that the phone was even in the bed, and she kept kind of like moving, and then that's when he put his hand under her back because he's on top of her, and he saw that the phone was up under her, and then he laid it on the table. So who's to say that she didn't go live and try to hide it up under her, or tried to hide it in the bed to get this to come out?
You got I can't argue that.
54, 55. He don't know shit. That's why he has a team around him. He don't know nothing about all that TikTok and Snapchat. But whoever this woman was could have. See,
yeah, you got
everybody's talking about this Michelle girl because we don't even know what Michelle he's talking about.
Man, and speaking of, I want to go ahead and play the conversation because I thought the interaction and the aftermath between him and Chad Ochocinco was funny. So here's Ochocinco, man, when he heard it, here's his
honestly, I mean, I'm in a tough spot. I'm back on the event that occurred earlier today. And honestly, I mean, I'm in a tough spot. I'm baffled. I never thought I'd see the day where character, let's be honest, a little unprofessional.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, a little unprofessional.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm really disappointed because I hold you to a much higher standard, the type of standard that you just tried to chastise me for just Saturday. So this is really sending me into a complete shock. As someone who always tries to keep everything that he does top tier, from top to bottom, especially when it comes to life and all that you do and work and professional, it's disheartening to see the tables turn like this. I wasn't even sure if I was going to show up the night after night. Honestly, I wasn't even sure if I was going to show up tonight. I was feeling a little too betrayed as a co-worker.
I know he lied.
But the people want what's best for us as a show, as a duo, and clearly I had to show up and let you know. I understand. Things happen, mistakes happen, life happens. I was afforded a second chance at life, and as my partner, I'm going to give you the grace.
Man, let me tell you, Chad Ochocinco, man, he full of crap. Let me tell you, I know he high-fived him up. Well, I get it. He had to tell him that, right? Mm-hmm. He had to tell him that because that could have ended Shannon's career. That could have cost him endorsements.
It did. You didn't hear about that?
Yeah, I'm quite sure he lost some, but he could have lost a lot more.
He lost some people that were supposed to come on Club Shay Shay, right?
I'm quite sure.
And then the people who was going to endorse him, he said within the next few years, he's about to lose anywhere from $100 to $200 million in endorsements because of that. He said, why would I do that? Lose $200 million just to prove to y'all that I'm not gay? He said, that's stupid. Why would I do that? And I'm like, you're right. You can call me gay all day long. I'm not going to lose $200 million to prove to people I don't give a shit about that I'm not gay. So I don't believe that the phone turned itself on. I don't believe Shannon did. I believe that girl had something to do with it, but I can't prove it.
You got it. I mean, I can't disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? Especially like you said, because the people that think he's gay, they don't think that regardless. They gonna say, oh, he set that up to prove. You know how people work. And I'm quite sure he know how people operate. You know what I'm saying? But man,
absolutely. So so I do know that I do have some apps on my phone. This is weird, but one day I was looking at my phone and I was brushing my teeth, and some of the toothpaste kind of flew off the toothbrush, hit my phone, and turned on another app. So I do know some phones are sensitive like that. I have dropped my phone and my camera has came on. But with Instagram Live, it's a few other steps because I go on Instagram Live sometimes. And then
you got to hit the key. It's a lot. You're right.
So somebody had to do that, and I think it was her. I don't know if she was trying to record some information, extortion. I don't know what she was trying to do, but he was able to get that phone from up under her and put it on the table and not knowing that it was being recorded. That phone was on before they started having sex.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
You know, there was a part, I can't do right now, but there was a part where he was talking about, and I thought it was funny as all get out. Where he was talking about Shannon Sharp's breathing. You know what I'm saying?
About he need to get on to do some cardio. Yeah.
Talk about he need to work on his cardio.
He got all the muscles with no cardio.
Man, you know who he sounded like? Hey, man, you know who Shannon Sharp sounded like?
Who's that?
Baby D. He sounded like Baby D, man. You know when Mike Epps was imitating her?
Right.
To Ice Cube? Talking about,
Absolutely.
Oh man.
You know, and you know me, I'm just like it's just went over my head. People have sex all the time, man. And if you gonna get mad at that man for that, what about all these people putting out porn? I mean, there's literally people in their bedrooms recording themselves, putting it on Pornhub and all this whole other stuff. So man,
and you know the crazy part, they don't even have to put it on Pornhub. If they record it with their phone, guess what happens?
What happens?
It goes up into a cloud. It's already out there.
Out there.
It's for your phone to get hacked. Game over.
Absolutely.
If you get hacked, it's game over.
Game over. Absolutely.
So you're right. You can record it for privacy purposes. But that shit, man, that shit hit the internet. I mean, once you record it and you save it on your phone and it's up in that cloud, it's out there.
It's out there. Absolutely. So y'all gotta be careful on what y'all do. Make sure your phone is face down. Make sure it's off. You know, but hackers, if you have a camera on any device, hackers can get in there and see you even when your phone is off. Not like powered off, but just like off. You know how you just have the black screen. If it's powered off, I don't know.
That.
But
I'm
if
glad
you
you
have
said
the black
that,
screen,
Sky.
yeah.
Let me tell you, because man, so it's been 2 weeks since we had the show. I was going to talk about this last week. So the week before last week, man, I was going to go live because you know I go live on other platforms. And so I got laptops that sit side by side. The one that's on my left side over here is the one used for my information. It's connected to the screen that's behind.
Gotcha.
This one is the one I use primary for our podcast station. So this is the brains of our podcast. So I turn this laptop on and I get a message from Microsoft that's basically telling me that my computer been compromised. That I need to call them at Microsoft. So I reach out, call them at Microsoft. Come to find out, this computer was hacked. Not only was my computer hacked, my phones was tapped, meaning that they were listening to phone calls, and they had emails was compromised, and they was looking up kid porn through my information.
Your IP, yeah.
Through my IP. And so they had to go through, clean my IP. It was like a 2-3 hour job or hours that I was on with Microsoft trying to fix this. And I got a report coming in which I got to take to the police because, you know, anytime where they talk about that, you know, I don't want my name associated with anything that got to do with child anything.
Absolutely.
And so you're right. When it's on the internet, which I don't understand, people put their kids on the internet not knowing what's on the other hand.
Absolutely.
You don't know what's on the other side of that computer screen.
Absolutely.
So you gotta, you know, if you're the number one protector of your kid, you have to protect them at all costs. You can't just, you know, man, you want to show off to other people, here my kid. Because like you said, you got some Jeffrey Epsteins, you got some puppy Combs on the other side of the computer waiting for you to send and you know, they sit there and beat their meat to your kids' photos.
You know, when my kids were coming up, we didn't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we had
Yeah, we didn't have
Polaroids.
it.
Yeah, we had Polaroids or those disposable cameras. But when my
Right.
kids was coming up, they didn't. And by the time my kids got grown, they took pictures of themselves and put it on there. But let's say between the time they were born to the time they were 16, I would never. I see every year people take pictures of their kids going to school. They have their backpacks on and their little new outfits, and they standing about the school bus and the stop signs. I get it, parents. You want to show off your children, but like he said, also on the other side of that Facebook, people. Oh, I know that street. I know that school bus. I know that school. I know that little girl. I know her mama. I know what she. So now, when the police calls you and say, "Hey, your child is missing," it's your fault. I know you had good intentions because your grandmama live in another country, and this is the way she can see her great granddaughter is through Facebook. But also, when you put her on Facebook saying, "Hey, first day of school,"
You
other
know,
people seeing this too.
you know what's so deep of what you're saying? Do you know who give primary access to their kids? I mean, the primary access to predators, the parent.
Yeah,
Whether it's them leaving a photo of a kid online or them simply saying, you know what, I'm going to leave them with such and such because I got to go to work, or I want to go out tonight. I'm going to leave them with such and such. And then you got that weird family member or that weird friend of the family. Most people that give predators access to their children are the parents.
other parent unknowingly.
Unknowingly.
You know what I'm saying?
Ignorant, being ignorant.
You know, absolutely. Because Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, all that stuff really just blew up. Let's say by 2015. By that time, my youngest child was 15. So I had a 15, 16, 18-year-old. So they had their own phones. They were grown. So anybody try to snatch them up, they could protect themselves. But I'm just talking about people with kids under that that don't have that protective instinct just yet. Your child is 11, 12, 13. Be careful of what you put online. Even if it's just something innocent, them opening up Christmas gifts. Be careful because you got 5,000 friends and they got 5,000 friends. And yeah, it's crazy, man. It's absolutely
But when
crazy.
you see them in some pajamas and the editor seeing them in pajamas, totally different.
Absolutely. You was right. And one more story I wanted to tell you, Damo. Did you see on it was on Dateline or Date Night, whatever it's called, it comes on Channel 4.
Dateline,
It was a woman and her child watching TV, and they had the camera on connected to the TV, and the hacker could see them watching TV, and he started talking to them, saying, "Hey, I can see you, nice pajamas. Hey,
We
Miss
talked
Rowland."
about
She was like,
that.
"How you know my name?" She had called Comcast 3 times to come out there to fix their TV, thinking it was on their. Also, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It
we
was a
talked about it.
hacker
We
who
talked
could
about
see
it.
them, huh?
We talked about that.
Yeah, it was a hacker who could see them. Yeah, sure did.
Ain't that nuts?
That is nuts.
That's scary, man.
Absolutely.
And so, man, women, I always say this. I tell my daughters this. If you're going to be living by yourself, if they don't allow you to have dogs, do not move in. The number one thing you should get if you live by yourself, if you ain't going to carry a protector, you need to have the biggest dog. I ain't talking about an ankle bite. I'm talking about somebody that can gnaw off a knee in one bite. You know what I'm saying? You need one of them damn dogs. Somebody that lock up, and they breaking bones. Don't get these little cute little chihuahuas because they can't do nothing for you. They watching there, you getting murked, and they can't do nothing. They can't do shit. No, you gotta have you something that can bite a leg, get you a German Shepherd, a Doberman Pinscher. You need to get something that can scare the hell out of. You know what I'm saying? You can't see a woman on the second floor sleeping with the window open and your drawers and a t-shirt saying, I'm comfortable. Come get me. You know what I'm saying?
I see nowadays up here at the park, we have a park up here. There are women walking at night by themselves exercising in the park.
Yeah.
There are young girls at 7 o'clock at night. They got to be 13, 14 years old walking the dog up and down the neighborhood by themselves.
Well, what kind of dog? That's the question. Is it a big dog?
It's just normal dogs.
Oh, no. See, you can't do that, player. You can't.
And I'm thinking, Why your mama and daddy ain't walking this dog? You 13, 14 years old. You need to be in the house. Or put that dog in the backyard if he has to go to the bathroom. So that's what I'm saying. So people are literally putting themselves out there like that. And I've seen grown women walking by themselves in the park at night. And I'm driving by like, why is she walking by herself at 7 o'clock at night in the park?
Just oblivious to what her surroundings.
Thank you.
Ignorant to the surroundings. You know what I'm saying?
My God. So like you said, sometimes grown people are just doing things and not knowing subconsciously what they're doing, whether it's in person or online. Some of y'all have to think twice. Like he's saying, if you have kids, you're their guardian, you're their protector. Think twice before you make a move. I'm not saying you have to live in a doom and gloom world, but you do have to at least think twice in 2024 before you do anything.
You're right. Speaking of, and it's something else, right? Because this kind of goes into the conversation we having right now.
Right.
Ladies, man, some of y'all are too friendly, and that is not good. So I want y'all to listen to what this brother talking about, because I think he make a great point, and me and Sky, we're going to talk about this, all right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
You talking to your next door neighbor. Why are you talking to the next? I don't like friendly bitches. That's why I tell my bitches, like I said, act deaf, dumb, and blind when a nigga try to holler at you or talk to you. You shouldn't even be responding. There should be no reason why you saying no or answering a question or, rejecting him. Even if you're rejecting him, I don't want you to do it verbally. You do it with a complete silence. That's how you reject him, with silence. A fish will never get caught if it doesn't open its mouth. You should not be talking to your next door neighbor. Why are you talking to the next door neighbor? Just because he asks you a simple ass question, you feel the need to answer it? Nah, you bugging. See, that's how your neighbor start fucking your bitch. She over to the neighbor's house getting piped down because you got a friendly chick. You thinking she home sleeping, but she really not. That's it. And now some women might be like, that's kind of weird. Somebody talk to you and I can't talk back. No, she's an idiot for even thinking like that. You weird if you are talking to a stranger and you got a man. See, I don't like.
So that may ruffle some feathers. So what did you think about what he was saying?
I see some of his points. But in this world, he comes out and lets it open his mouth. Well, I also was taught that if you open your mouth, you don't get fed either. So it's a catch-22. So you can keep your mouth closed and never get fed, or you can open your mouth and get fed and have the opportunity of getting caught. But if he feels that way, then there's a certain type of woman he needs to be with. Because all the women I know, they are friendly. They're going to talk to you. Even if I try to walk away, they're going to follow me to the car and finish the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had that happen. I come out the stove, this strange white lady, maybe in her 50s or 60s, was just talking to me. I said, okay, man, I'm on my way to the car. She's following me to my car to finish her conversation. So I don't know what women he dealing with.
Well, I kind of, let me just say this. I'm getting from this perspective. If me and my old lady out, right, and you a dude, you see us out,
right,
you shouldn't be addressing her at all.
Absolutely.
You should be addressing me.
Absolutely.
Right? And her, if she's a straight up and down, you know what I'm saying, like she a female that's 100.
Right.
She's gonna understand that without me having to explain it to her. Meaning that if the dude asks her a question, she's going to look to me and kind of look like, give me that, you should be responding to him. She's not going to answer him, because if she answers them, with dudes, I think what a lot of females don't understand is, when they answer other dudes and they do there, and that dude approach them and ask them a question, it opens the door for invitation. It allows that dude, it's basically the way men see it is, if they have any interest in it, I got a chance with it. I got a chance.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the perspective that he's talking from. If she's out by herself, of course, if she's out by herself and a dude approach her, she can't just be totally silent.
Yeah,
but when she with him and another man approach her, if she got like high like respect for him, she not going to answer. She not going to, just like a neighbor. Because some dudes, and I don't know if you've seen dudes like this. I'm very observant of how other men operate. They won't talk to your woman if you out there with her. But if she out there herself, they do anything to open the door for a conversation. Have you seen them kind of dudes?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I think that's what he's talking about.
Gotcha. And then that just goes back to the type of woman you pick, the type of woman you want, and the loyalty. I won't use the trust word. I'll use your word, loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, I mean, I just believe that, Damo, God sent you a great woman. So whether you there or not, if she's at work, if she's at Kroger's, you ain't got to worry about that. But some men do, because some men got these girls that are really friendly, and then depending on how they dress, because they going out here showing everything, so that's attracting the men. I've never seen a man holler at a woman that dressed like Golden Girls or designing women. You know what I'm saying? With the long dresses and they look like women. I've never seen that. But when they come out looking like hoochie mamas, that's when you say, hey, come and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Even if you with me, I don't want my woman looking like that, because even if you with me, it's still telling the men, hey, I'm with my man, but you can still come over here and talk to me. So it's a lot of variables to it for me.
And you know the crazy part about that, man? We was having a conversation about this.
That's that.
A lot of y'all dudes, right? When y'all see women in that state, if she turn around and screw you up, you met her in that state.
Yeah.
If her sexuality is what attracted you to her, and then she turn around and she, share that sexuality with somebody else, why are you mad? You met her based on that.
Absolutely.
It's just like if you see a chick online that all they do is show their ass and titties.
Amen.
They show their shape. And that's what attracted you to her. Why are you mad because other men is coming to her foul? Dude, that's how it's shown at.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to add that. I know that was off topic, but I just wanted to add that also.
Yeah, but that's how she wheeled you in, so she's gonna wheel into other people like that. If I have a bait that's catching good fish, I'm not gonna throw that bait away. I'm gonna catch the other good fish too. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you right about that. So I agree with some of the stuff he's saying, but also he sounds like an old pimp too. You know what I'm saying? Well,
he dressed like a pimp too.
That's what I'm saying.
Got that big ass chain, nice suit on, clean. That brother cleaner than me. I don't even like to admit that, but that brother cleaner than me. But man, yeah, that was interesting. I want to get to this.
Okay.
Ladies, I think y'all need to do a better job of holding other women accountable. They is messing up the game for y'all. I'm going to play this clip, and then we're going to dive into it. And I want to talk about this, all right? This was a last-minute topic that I thought needed to be talked about. So without further ado, let's go ahead, jump right into it.
Anybody trying to date me, my bills are your bills. So I don't care whose car it is. You're trying to date me. You're trying to take a load off of me. So my car is your car. You cover the bills. I don't know. Simple. You're trying to date me. So my bills are your bills. Period.
So we just heard, you trying to date me, my bills or your bills, right? I get it. But let me just, did you want to chime on this first? Because I got my.
You know what? If she approaches me like that and I accept it, I'm good. What I don't like is I'm the type of person, if you date me on the very first date at my age, I'm going to tell you about me up front, the good and the bad, just up front. So that way at the end, you can't be like, well, Sky, you don't treat me like you used to. No, I told you up front what was going to happen. But if we're dating and then all of a sudden towards the end, you're like, well, we together now, I want you to pay my bills. I'm like, hold on, you should have told me that 6-7 months ago when I was courting you. If you told me that then and I'm here, my mouth is closed. So it just depends on the conversations that we're having on whether am I as the man accepting you and your liabilities and your assets, or you just throwing this stuff out on me to begin with. Now you got bad credit and student loans, and you got a child that got taken away from you when you was 16. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So go ahead, Davo. It just depends on what they say.
I want to say this. I want, ladies, if y'all here, I want y'all to hear me well. I don't mean no harm, but I'm just going to tell y'all. Y'all are not in a position to give men ultimatums. You know why y'all not in a position to give men ultimatums? It's not us that's the problem. You know what y'all issue is and y'all don't know? Somebody else going. Sorry about that. Here's the thing y'all don't understand, and y'all can't give ultimatums, okay? Whores. Whores make it hard for y'all to give ultimatums. Because, man, it's plenty of whores out here.
Oh, yeah.
So when y'all want to go ahead and put, man, all these ultimatums on dudes, there's a chick out there that's willing to empty his ball sacks, as the great Sky Black would say, and to make him a sandwich, as the great Sky Black would say. They gonna empty them balls. You're not in position to have all these ultimatums, because what's happening is them females that speak like that, there's thousands and thousands of men sitting there watching that. And you know what they're saying to themselves?
What's that?
I'd rather be effing single.
Absolutely.
I'd rather just not be married at all.
Absolutely.
I'd rather just pay her electric bill, you know what I'm saying? Get my little nutsack empty and go on about my business.
Absolutely. And in 2024, it's what they're thinking.
Issue. Whores, y'all hear me? It's not men. The reason why men can do what men can do is because of whores. There are whores without they don't have any class. They don't have any dignity.
Or morals.
And y'all may not like that. But guess what?
It exists.
That allows dudes to have what?
Options. That's right. And so we talking about whores, groupies, lot lizards, ring rats, and holster chasers. Holster chasers are women that go after cops because they think they look great in uniforms. So whatever you name them, you right, Damo, they are out there. Never let your man leave the house horny or hungry. He's absolutely correct. But you know what, though? There are still...
because I'm going to tell you, if you got to tell me that I got to take you to a 5-star restaurant, I didn't mean to cut you off. I got to take you to a 5-star restaurant. And then there's this exotic chick over here that come from a third world country that, man, she happy with McDonald's. Guess what? Exotic chick. You know what I'm saying? She climbed through mud and barbed wires and alligators and piranhas to get into the country. She happy to be here. Guess what? She going to be happy with the 2-star restaurant.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so that's why I was saying at the beginning, what is the conversation? And for a lot of men who, for what the old men told me, are slaves to their penises. If you're dating a man who's a slave to his penis, then yeah, you have no ultimatum. Don't ever tell a man either this or get out. He will get out. Because like you said, $40 to empty your nut sacks versus $200 light bill every month. But then there's good men out there like me and Damo that, our women don't have to worry about that. We ain't, we're not slaves to our penises like that to where, whores can just grab us. So for the females, you have to get to know your partner too. Because again, if you got with him because he has the 6-pack abs and he look like Magic Mike and he can lay pipe, tell that nigga to pay your light bill. I bet you he's gonna go somewhere else, like you said, and get his ball sacks empty for $40. So it just depends on who you're talking to.
Man, let me tell y'all, the sex industry is loaded with females.
Yes.
Guess what? Only a small portion of them females are able to capitalize off of it. You know why? only a small and not all?
Mhm.
Because men have options to go elsewhere. That's why. There's a lot of y'all with OnlyFans. There's a lot of Instagram females with OnlyFans. These females be feeling themselves the same way the dudes have an ego. I know we men have an ego. We'll knock something up and the female be talking to us, talking about, oh, this is the best D I ever had. Man, you got to think about what she just said, the best D she ever had. But damn, how many D's have you had?
She said that to every other guy prior to you, and she's going to say that to every other guy after you. I mean, and some of y'all not going to like it. Hey, whether it's your jump off, your best friend with benefits, your fiance, or your wives, some of y'all got to understand, this is why you're supposed to have conversations. How many people, or how many times she's been married, or how many people she's been with before she got to you. And when you do that, then you understand when she's in the bed with you, the same thing she's telling you, yeah, she's probably telling somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Because if you stroke a man's penis, you keep him for a night. If you stroke his ego, you keep him for life.
And they're the ones in the industry that actually survive. They stroke the dude's egos. They're not arrogant. They're not conceited. They understand the assignment. You know what I'm saying?
The assignment,
at the end of the day, that's what separates some females from the other females. And the smart females understand this. It's about his assets. If he want to go ahead and throw D out to the whole country, is he taking care of your needs? Are you getting piped down still? Yes. What are you worried about? Do you have a roof over your head? Yes. What are you worried about? Do you got food on the table? If he passed, are you on that life insurance policy? Yes. Then what are you worried about? You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure he probably had about 30 women before you. So there's nothing special about your little twat. You know what I'm saying? Your little squirrel hole ain't nothing special about it. You know, it come down to, man, you got access to his assets. That's
Absolutely. They be like, girl, he is fine. Well, if you think he's fine, the other 30 girls he slept with since he was 16 thought he's fine too.
The same thing.
Same thing. And the same thing with men. Men will get in the bed with women and tell that woman the same thing he's told every other woman that he's been with. So, I mean, you know, and it goes back to what we're saying. This is why back in the medieval days and all this stuff, it was virgins with virgins. Because if you're a virgin, she a virgin. What they're saying, they actually mean it because they don't have nobody else to say it to. But in America, if you don't catch these girls at 17, 18, they're not virgins no more. I'm sorry. These girls are labor at 17, 18 years old.
Man, you know what, Sky? I figured this out. Fellas, I'm about to give y'all some game. Some of y'all asked the wrong questions. Right? Y'all want to know, y'all asked a female how many women.
Right.
Let me let you know that she's been with a lot of dudes. If she can tell the size of penises, if she can discuss the size of penises, that tells you what? She's been with a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
If she can tell you if you big or small, she had to have had a lot of penises to compare the penis to. Am I right? Am I wrong?
And not only that, the tongues too now. She can tell you how long your tongue is, how wide your tongue is.
Yeah, and she can tell you
she's been around the block.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. You don't need to know about, you know, because a female that been with 1 or 2 or 3 dudes, they still really don't know.
Absolutely.
But man, when she done been around 10 plus, you know, she know. And she remember them all. You know, this one, man, this one, it was skinny this and shaped that way. And this one was thick and it was this. They know. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why, and it's the same way, man. If a dude could tell y'all, you know that, man, yeah, she had an innie, she had an Audi. The lips, man, look like roast beef sandwich on Subway. Then they can tell you, you know, he been with a whole bunch. You know, yeah, man. She had big areolas. She ain't had none. She was in the A cup. She, man, you know, I could grab the whole thing with like this, pinch the whole thing and grab it. And they can tell you that they've been with a whole lot of females, man. That's all you need.
Absolutely. And if that's your thing, Because I was watching the YouTube, and this guy said that's what he wanted. He did not want women that was not experienced. He said to be in a bed with him, you need to have a high body count. That's the type of he's about to do some WWE shit in the bed. So you need to have a high body count and know what you're doing.
I can see that because everybody ain't a great teacher. So just like, man, if you know you suck as a parent, you should be like, other people should have my kids because I stink as a parent. I'm not a good teacher. You know, it's nothing wrong with admitting that you're not a good teacher. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a good teacher, you know what I'm saying? Or if I ain't gonna go there, man. You know, I don't want this to go far off the rails. But if you know you're a good teacher, you know you're a good teacher. It shouldn't matter. You know. Right.
So if you're a good teacher, you don't mind her coming in fundamentals. But if you a guy that don't want to teach, they need to already know how to do the job. Then I can see you wanting somebody with a high body count. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna come in and just knock it out the ballpark, right? So again, it all goes down to who you are and what you're looking for in your life at that time of your life. Because you can be sexually active at a young age, but by the time you get 40 and 50, you're like, I don't even care about sex no more. I need a woman who's gonna settle down. Or you could be a nerd in your younger days, and then all of a sudden you go into this goddess at 40 years old, and then you just want to have sex with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it just depends on where you are in your life.
Right. Because I'm going to tell you, man, when I was younger, I didn't want somebody that was super far more experienced than me. Because, man, some of you dudes, man, y'all be turned out. Y'all get with these cougars, and these cougars do some shit to y'all that screw y'all up. I ain't want to be that kind of dude. You know what I'm saying? So I was never into real older women because, man, that's the worst thing you could do. You know, Miss Betty put it on your ass, and that's it. You don't want you all right? You keep fucking with Miss Betty. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna mess your life up. Absolutely. I, on the other hand, would always prefer, you could be experienced, but not like at least some things we can experience together. Mm-hmm. I ain't want where everything I did that before. Damn, what ain't you did? You don't want that kind of chick. I want to spin you off.
Her resume long as hell. Her resume is long as
I want to spin you off this ceiling fan, and while you spinning, man, you just I did that with my third boyfriend. Damn.
Right. I'm telling you. Yep. You got it depends on how you are. And I got some friends, man, who will tell me, hey, I got to have it 5 times a day. Well, then you out here with one of these girls that probably got a high body count and can give it to you 5 times a day. Or you sleeping with 5 different girls a day, however you want to do it.
And the high body count, let me just say this, because I'm a freak. The high body count is not a big deal to me. It's, what's more of a big deal? Mm-hmm. If it's done unprotected. That's where it gets concerned.
That's why I be trying to
tell you all here, because to me, it don't matter if you got a body count of 50 or if you got a body count of 3. If that's not been with 50 people, protected themselves, right? I feel more comfortable with them than the person that was only with 3 people, but all 3 of them people they was with, they let them go in them raw. Or they went, No, because man, one time you could get HIV one time.
Absolutely.
And that's the concern. That's the issue with cheating. Hey, look, man, I have leveled up. Meaning that I don't want to worry about what you got going on. No concern to me. Right? My concern though is if you out here and you doing it unprotected. Hey, you're not protecting yourself. Because when I'm not around you, I don't know how many penises have been in you. I don't know, man, you've been getting, them cheeks clapped. I don't know. But if you go out here and do whatever you do, just don't do it without protection. That's where the issue is.
Absolutely.
With me. Absolutely. Outside of that, I don't worry about that other stuff. Because hell, man, 10 people done licked that lollipop before I got to it. Why the fuck am I going to be concerned if 11 or 12 now doing it? 10 people already done licked it. What more can happen?
Well, then let me ask you this question then, right? You meet a girl, how far apart does she have to have? When has to have her last sex day be before you do it, right? So let me give you an example. I'm on a date with a girl, and she said, "Well, the last time I had sex was 3 weeks ago." I'm not gonna fool with you because all I'm thinking is you had a dick in your mouth and you didn't swallow cum 3 weeks ago. Ain't enough toothpaste in the world to get rid of that. Man. If I'm on a date with a girl and she said I ain't had sex in a year, yeah, okay, a year you just sucked and swallowed, okay, that's fine. So for you, Damo, what is the timeline?
Well, first and foremost, nobody lie like females. We lie, but nobody lie about females. Even the government know it. That's why they don't have mandatory paternity tests. Because they know if y'all had to tell the truth, it'd be a whole lot of people getting murked out here. Mm-hmm. The government know that y'all dishonest. That's why they don't require mandatory paternity tests. They know, first and foremost. So I go by your behavior. If I'm able to get that real quick, real easy, alarms going off, antennas up. If the time I laid with you and I took that meat out and I'm able to sit on your forehead and you saying the first time or two, antennas up. If we getting ready to go into it, I can have a condom on. But I say, you know what, man, we don't know condom, man. Come on, we already into it. Man, come on, let me just slide it in. I promise to pull out. And you be like, and you saw it too, you be like, well, I don't want to do it, but okay. Antennas up. So there's different things, man, that females do and let you know everything you need to know. You asking her, she ain't gonna be true.
Of course not. And that's the part that scares me because, man, you can meet a girl and you can think you like her, and then it gets serious. And the first day that you go to kiss her, the night before, hours before, she done sucked some dick and swallowed some cum. So then look at what you're kissing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's just. And then when I was growing up, if you didn't have sex or chase women, they used to say you were scared of pussy, right? That's just what they was telling you.
They say it now. They say if a dude don't have a kid by a certain age, he homosexual. Something wrong with him. What do you mean?
But now, after what we're talking about, I'm glad that I went, because you don't know what these girls are doing before they get to you. And I had a lot of female friends who I know was on the phone with their boyfriends while they was jerking off the guy on the couch. Then the boyfriend comes home. Like, man, are you serious?
That's why I think dudes and females alike, man, Sky, I kind of feel like this, right? If that's what makes you happy, do you? If me and you got a thing, and I'm really in support of your happiness, if that's what makes you happy, do you? My only thing is there's got to be rules to come with it.
Right.
Don't bring me no kid that's not mine. Don't be out here unprotected, and don't come to my house. Don't bring this shit to my house. What the fuck you got going on out there? Why should I be concerned with it? Like,
and I agree. I agree, Damo.
People be worried about shit that you don't have no control over.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. You say protecting. You might be protecting your genitals, but you can catch diseases in your mouth. So she's protecting her vagina.
They should be smart enough not to be. I mean, it's another dude. Be smart. Suck them with a condom on then. Put a saran wrap around it. You know what I'm saying? Get creative. You know what I'm saying? Get creative. That gotta be protected too. If that's what you like to do, still protect yourself. Don't have me out here and put my life at risk. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I be thinking about this, Sky. If loyalty, if I say I'm loyal to you, I don't think the majority of people understand what that word really is. That means that no matter what, if that ship go down, I'm going down with that ship. That means that I have your back no matter what, right or wrong, good or bad. Ain't no morals. Ain't no morals when it comes to loyalty, right?
Right.
It's just like if you say I'm loyal to God and God or Jesus, and he told you to do something that in your heart you felt was bad, but you loyal to him, are you going to do it?
Right. Absolutely.
So there's no moral compass when it comes to loyalty. You either loyal or you not. If that person go out and they go do whatever, even if they have another kid on, that's why when people say they loyal, no, you're not. You're not loyal. You don't understand the concept, or you don't grasp what that word really is. There's no moral compass. There's no emotions in that. I'm with you regardless. You out here, you murked 100 people. I'm with you. If they come asking me and I know it's weapons up in here, I don't know nothing. I'm not going to rat you out. I'm not going to sell you up the river. That's what loyalty is. I'm not saying I agree with that, but I'm just saying that's what loyalty is.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I don't, man, it's hard to find a woman.
It sucks.
Loyal, trustworthy. I mean, it's hard because, again,
it's hard to find friends like that. Think about it.
I've seen too much, and then I've just witnessed too much, man. And the worst thing you want to do is get an STD around your mouth and not know how you got it, because I've seen that too.
But you know, if the love is equal, they will vet and they will protect you. See, you're not responsible for how they love. You're only responsible for how you love. I'm only responsible for how I love.
Right.
If that's your idea of love, then so be it. If you want to cause harm to the one person that loves you unconditionally, you're the idiot. Not the person, you're the idiot. If you want to put their life in harm's way, you are the idiot.
Tell folks that all the time. Yep. You're going to do something that's going to get rid of the only person who cared, or your best friend or something. Yeah, you are. So I value all my friendships, so I would never do nothing stupid to break up a friend. That's stupid.
So that now you understand why I don't worry about that. I'm moving to a level where I don't worry about it.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, all you can do is be the best person to a person that you can be.
Absolutely.
I always like this, and I don't know if you've seen this stat that I posted. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'd rather treat a person with the utmost love, because if we no longer deal with each other, I'd rather them miss me than miss them. When you treat a person with royalty, just like all the girls I ever dated, I always treated them well, because I wanted them to miss me. I knew it was going to be hard for them to find another dude with the qualities of myself. I'm not saying that there's not dudes that's better, but I know it's going to be rarely hard, especially if I treat them with respect and kindness. So I didn't worry about, I don't worry about how they love me. I can only control I love them. It's on them. If they an idiot, they an idiot. Why should I be concerned with that?
Absolutely. I like the way you put that, because that's how I've lived my life. You lose my friendship, that's on you.
That's on you.
I keep moving forward. Yeah.
And it don't hurt them. It's kind of like when you got a good parent, and you know you got a good parent, and they do everything for you, and all they ask you to do, bring home good grades, and then you come home with a C or D, that kills you more than parent, because you feel like you let them down. So guess who that hurts more?
Mm-hmm. You're right. Absolutely.
So
and then when you ask people, like, why did you do it? I don't know. I can't explain it. It just happened. I said, well, then peace, deuces. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, man, it depends on me, because I keep them around. I do believe in second chances, sometimes even third, right? But at the end of the day, like I said, if I'm the person, I want to be a person, I want to grow into a person that people have to be around. I love his energy. I love being around him. Mm-hmm. And when I become that person, why should I be concerned how other people love or how they move? Now, I may not deal with them the same way, but I'm not going to concern myself with how they love. I don't even expect them to love the way that I love. I don't even deem them capable of, because they not me.
Why
would I hold them to a standard? You know what I'm saying? I'm a God.
That's my problem. I hold people to a standard.
I want God's kind of love.
Absolutely.
You don't love like that. So why would I hold your standard of love to mine?
And that's my
mistake.
We're
not on the same level.
Absolutely.
That's how that's the mind and the way I want to move.
I want to move like that now since you said that, because that's my problem. I hold people to a higher standard, and then when they break that standard, I'm disappointed. So you're absolutely right.
But it's hard to be disappointed in a person that you know that they're not on your level of how you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a giver. I've always been a giver. And I know people that know me, know that when push come to shove, they can count on me. Even if I don't have it, I try to make a way to help. Right. And everybody not built like that, right? I don't hold them to that standard. I don't think they're capable of being like that. So why would I hold it against them if I don't deem them to be capable of that standard?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So then since you said that, I need to work on that, because that's what caused me to hold grudges. But then since you said that, absolutely.
I used to hold grudges, man. My old lady could tell you. And to a degree, it's not where it used to be. I don't really hold grudges. I just don't move around people but my heart is becoming forgiving on this level. I don't expect them to be able or be capable of loving the way I love. I don't expect them to be a capable friend the way that I'm capable. Because have you ever been good to somebody and then they looked and they was like, damn, I wish I would have treated him better?
All the time.
So if you know that you have that effect, why would you be bothered? Because you could go on with your life and live the life, you know what I'm saying, content on the level in which you on your own path.
Absolutely. And I'm learning that day by day to let people go and don't worry about it.
Man, I'm getting to that point, man. I'm getting to that point because I want to move. I talked about this 2 weeks ago. I want to move to the level of unconditional love. You know what the level of unconditional love is? That is God's love. No matter what you do, he loves you.
Absolutely.
He'll chastise you. He'll tell you you're wrong and whatnot. He wants your forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? And you can make the same mistake over and over, and he'll forgive you over and over. As long as you know what I'm saying. But his level of love is bar none. We say we love something, and our love is based on our own self insecurities, right? Our own selfishness, and then our own, insecurity, selfishness, and then what we, it's like a prison.
Right.
So if you say, if you with somebody and they say, I love you, man, I just want to make you happy. Okay, then I love you too. I want to make you happy. I want to take care of you. But I also, I like, I don't know why, but I'm attracted to this. I'm attracted to that. So I'm going to go deal over here.
Right.
So do you still love him? Is that still your soulmate? Because people like to talk about soulmates. Ooh. So if your soulmate shared an experience with somebody else, is that your soulmate now?
Unconditional love says yeah, but if you don't have unconditional love, then I guess not.
Then now you know why I want to move toward unconditional love. Because there are no boundaries. There are no lines drawn. Right. Is it really love if I don't do it, what you say all the way and you can leave me or you can fall out of love with me? Is that really love?
That's not. That's not. I never looked at it that way. Never looked at it
there that way. There are female, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have told people I love you and y'all don't even feel that same way about them 10, 15 years later. Think about somebody you dated at 15 that every day you told them you love them and now you don't even feel that. So now the question is that love? Is that love worth valuing? Because it was temporary.
Good question. You know what? I never thought about that. That's a good question. But it's also, this is why you have these conversations to grow.
That's why you got to have them conversations.
Absolutely.
this is a conversation because this video I'm about to play, Sky, goes right into that, right? Okay. So this was actually I was like, oh, I gotta play this. And then we're gonna get into this. All right. So actually, let me play a song, man. I'm gonna play a song first. Okay. And this is my old lady's favorite song. So this is definitely why Dominique J, my old lady, love your song. So
shouts out to Dominique J.
We're gonna go ahead and play this, then we're gonna go ahead and get into this video, continue this conversation. If you're watching, man, please share the live. Y'all can help us, man. Share it and hit the symbol highlight and share it on your page. We appreciate y'all. We'll be right back.
Attentively, tenderly to me. I want you to know that I love you. You love it when I take it there. Love it when you pull my hair. You love it when I take it slow and drop it down low. You're so I just want you to know how I feel inside. I want you to know how I feel about you. I want you to know that I need you. Sweet, oh so sweet, attentively and tenderly to me. I want you to know that I love you.
All right, we back, man. That was Dominique J, man. Shout out to Dominique J down in Memphis, one of our female artists, man, that I love her music also. Absolutely. Man, I'm going to go ahead and play this video, Sky. You're going to love this one. It's pretty interesting, man. So without further ado, y'all, here we go. Hold on. Turn the volume up on it.
It's just a random sexual relationship or fornication. Men are able to love more than one woman. I'm not talking about, as I said, just a random sexual relationship or fornication and adultery and all of that. I mean that there are many black men who have children by more than one woman. What is to become of those children? They need their father.
Now, you say that once these relationships don't work and they start breaking up or things start going bad at home, you say, she will cry and seek sympathy. During this period, the black woman will remind the black man of everything she has ever done for him.
Yeah, we do that.
She will try to make him feel guilty and ashamed of his decidedly outrageous behavior.
Absolutely.
She'll let the house go, and I quote you, to hell.
That's right.
She may stop cleaning, ironing, washing, and cooking.
And withhold sex. That's a real tool we use. We do that.
But if you would cheat on me or walk out on me.
See, that's what I'm saying. We have to get into definition. Who told us that was cheating? Where did that idea come from that that's cheating? And I'm not saying that a lot of men are not just running around. I'm not talking about that. Mm-hmm. But if a woman finds out that her man has been with a woman while she's been with him for 3 or 4 or 5 years, that's a serious commitment and relationship. And if it hasn't taken anything from me, if I'm not going short of anything, and if this is what he thinks his responsibility is, then what kind of hell are you going to go through to prevent it? Since we cannot stop him, we have not been successful. The white woman has not been successful in stopping the white man from having another woman. They've called them a mistress. We pick up a lot of that terminology. But a man who has 2 women, that's not necessarily a mistress. That's just his own woman. Now we got 2 choices. We can be the woman or the other woman. We don't have it, those 2. Now, no, we don't like that. I don't like that. But that's the reality of our life at some point. Now it's up to the man. But every man doesn't want to.
What about our morals and our religion?
Whose religion?
So that was the conversation, right? Mm-hmm. I love the fact that she pointed out, and this is very important message. Not every man wants 2 women. The majority of us do not want 2 women. It is a handful, I'm quite sure, to deal with 2 women. Hell, it's a lot dealing with 1 woman. Mm-hmm. And we can tell you, dealing with 1 woman is a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Work, mm-hmm. You probably have kids with that woman, and then you got that woman. That's a lot of work itself. Mm-hmm. So, a lot of us don't want the extra work. We don't want 2 women, right? But what did you think about what the rest of what she was saying?
I agree because I see the world differently, man. Yes, God gave us free will, and yes, we at the top of the food chain, but we're still animals. We still are the male species of our animals, right? All male species spread their seeds to multiple, I don't care if you're a fly, an ant, a snake, a lion, a tiger, a bird, all a fish. All male species spread their seeds among different hosts. That's why they are the protectors. That's why we give life, but the women or the female species just host it. They bring it to the earth, but we are the ones that give life, right? So, yeah, I can't knock a man who thinks that way. I can't knock a man who has 3 wives. He could be a Mormon. I can't knock a man who has a wife at home and 2 side chicks because it's naturally instinctive in him. If I can protect this 1 woman at home, I can protect 2 other women. If you're that type of an alpha male where you feel like you can protect multiple women and protect multiple families, I'm not mad at you. But yet, I'm not mad at the guy who grew up in a church for 18 years and was taught 1 man, 1 woman, 80 years, then you die. So I agree with what she's saying, and I agree with the other lady's saying too. But that's where they're bumping heads because everybody's trying to make this world one way, and that's not how it works.
Right.
That's goes back to the beginning of this podcast. What is your conversation? If you are a woman who wants 1 man, 1 man only, then let that be known. If you are a man who wants a wife at home and other women, let that be known up front. The part we're having is people are lying and deceiving. Be yourself from day 1 and everything will be okay.
You said something, Sky, that I really like the idea of what you were saying. And quote me if I'm wrong on this, because I don't have the full quote. But you were talking about every so many years of having to remarry.
Yeah. It's a license.
Because I could see like a person might get with somebody and they may view the world one way at 21, but at 31 they view it different. At 41 they're gonna view it different. So they both parties have to come together and say, the dude say, well, you know what? The way that we were constructed in marriage, it was fine for me for the first 10, 15 years or 20 years. Now I want to possibly have a second partner. Or maybe now I want to do this different in the bedroom.
Absolutely.
So would that be included in this whole, us coming together, having therapy, and maybe deciding that we want to continue on marriage or remarrying? Should that come with that?
We have to renew every other license, right? I got to renew my driver license, my tags, my gun license, my hunting license. Any license I have, every so often we have to renew it. If you on food stamps, every 6 months you have to renew. You're on Section 8, every so many years you have to renew. But in marriage, because they equate it to religion and Bible, it's called renewing your vows. See, you're not renewing your license, you're renewing your vows, right? So now I agree. Every so often, y'all should sit down, because I think business mind anyway. Right. Sit down and say, hey, okay, we've been married 5 years. We had a good 5 years. Do you want to do another 5? If yeah, how do you feel? Well, I'm at the point where I've been with you for a while, but the girl down the street looks good too. I want to go down and talk to, what I'm saying? Like open, honest communication, right? And so if she's like, I'm not with that, well, then we can part ways. But a lot of them don't because of kids, because like you've said for a while, a two-parent household is best for the children. So even if they want to separate, they stay because of the little ones. So that's a variable that you would have to think about too.
Right. I agree, man. And so there it is, man. I don't have no more to climb off of that, man. I just say this though. I think, ladies, you have to ask yourself what's more important, your assets or all the emotional stuff.
Right. But Damo, can there still be a two-parent household? If I have 3 girlfriends or a wife and 2 girlfriends, and all of them got kids, right? When we say two-parent household, are we saying a man that's in the house 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year? Or we talking about a man that's going to man up and be a parent when it's time to be a parent? Because if I got three baby mamas and I take care of all 3 of my kids and I'm there at night when they need me, baseball games, football games, school recitals, PTOs, to me, that's still a two-parent household, right?
Yeah.
What's the definition of a two-parent household? Are you saying for me to have I literally have to be laying in the bed with the woman every single night? Or a two-parent household is a man that steps up and does his duties and go beyond no matter what the circumstances is?
I think that's a two-parent household. I think if he there multiple times a week, he there at parent-teacher conferences, doctor's appointments, all that, that
he
is
gets him on the weekends.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think you can have 3 women and do that. I think that's a problem. But when you juggling, I think 3 is the limit.
Gotcha.
Right? But I think if you got 4 or 5 women, kids with them, like Nick Cannon and the Nats, then it's almost impossible. You can't be everywhere at every time.
Absolutely.
Now you got a problem.
Absolutely. Well, I think most men wouldn't even go past 3. I think most would just do 2 women. They'd have the wife at home, and then they would have the side chick or whatever you want to call her. And I think a man could do it, with 2 women. It's just something about as you get older, you want more options. And that's just humans. That's just the animalistic nature in us. We want something different as we get older. Shit gets old and boring. It's just life, And so I do believe that in a marriage, you should have to renew it every now and then and see where you want to go with it. Yeah, I do too. Because I'd rather for you to hurt my feelings up front and be honest than to hurt my feelings behind my back and I don't even know what's going on.
Right. I agree, man. Y'all, we about to jump into it. Diddy arrested on racketeering and trafficking charges. This dude was talking about, I just pulled up a video on YouTube where he's actually describing a Diddy party. So without further ado, because I don't really know got an idea, but I don't really know what a Diddy party is. So, without further ado, let's hear what this brother talking about.
Replace your windows and doors now and don't pay anything for a year during renewal by Anderson's Buy Now.
Now to the latest on Diddy's indictment. The embattled music mogul placed on suicide watch at a detention center in New York City. This is we're hearing from people who say they attended his infamous parties and are not surprised by the allegations against him. Local 10's Andrew Perez joins us live from Miami with the latest. Andrew.
We've actually spoken with several people who say, frankly, they're not surprised by any of this. This, as the attention in terms of the investigation, now shifts to some of Diddy's friends and employees.
This is Diddy. Like at a Diddy party, he's always going to be turning up.
No face, no name, his voice distorted out of fear of retaliation over this.
If y'all not at Diddy's house, y'all not nowhere.
He tells us and shows us several elaborate parties thrown by music mogul P. Diddy at his homes in LA and Miami Beach. He too is in the music biz. We spoke with several others as well, describing 24 hours of partying at a time.
Sometimes they provide breakfast in the morning and it's like you can chill. I'm just wild on how he's just able to keep all that energy. He just has a lot of energy, like to be that age and to be throwing these parties so frequently.
It's all mood, often lighting, club love seen as themes. We heard about Art Basel and New Year's Eve events. More details coming to light after Diddy's arrest in New York earlier this week.
Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years.
He remains in federal lockup after 2 different judges denied him bond over claims of human trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, all tied to, quote, freak-offs, elaborate sex events he'd organized, allegedly fueled by drugs, blackmail, and violence.
The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers. When Combs didn't get his way, he was violent.
He's known as the party animal.
While he had no first-hand knowledge of these sex events, he says there were often parties within those big parties, private spaces, private after-parties. Word had been spreading long before the arrest.
There's always 2 parties. It's the public one that you know about, and then it's a private one. Maybe something like, sometimes it's like the VIP or the high-end celebrities, they go in a house. Yeah, that's common knowledge.
His downward spiral followed allegations from several different victims and several different lawsuits, including from ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura before this violent video emerged. Then the raids on his homes, net guns and ammo, video recordings, even 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Now, we've learned authorities are also looking into his staff. We have learned that a search warrant was issued for electronics belonging to Diddy's head of security. Authorities maintaining right now he did not orchestrate all of this alone. Much more to come. That's the latest here in Miami. I'm Andrew Perez, Local 10 News.
So we hear that.
You see, those that.
So we got that. So 1,000 bottles of baby oil that's diabolical. You hear me?
Yeah.
That is flat out diabolical.
Absolutely. That guy sitting in that chair was a very, very huge man. And do you be watching YouTube? Diddy's ex-bodyguard is about that big, and he be telling, do you think that's the same person?
It might be.
Yeah, because he looked like that size. I'm like, well, why you deepening out his voice? And he on YouTube every day talking about Diddy parties. If that's the same guy, it could be a different guy, but it kind of looked like that's how big dude is to want to be on YouTube. Diddy's former bodyguard talking about the things that's going on. All this other stuff is smoke and mirrors to me. It's a pony show. The right. Sex trafficking, the racketeering. So if I get on the phone and I call a girl from California to come to my house, she sleeps with me, I pay her and she go back, that's sex trafficking? Because I didn't call her to come to have sex. She just flew here. Now, if I called a trafficking sex service and they say, yeah, this is what we're into, I get that. People fly women all the time to different places, athletes all the time, to cheat on their wives. So that means, how many people be locked up for sex trafficking if that's just what it is, about flying women back and forth and having sex with them and giving them gifts and stuff? You know what I'm saying?
You know what, Sky? Here's what I'm puzzled at. This is what really puzzles me. Are we talking about women under underage or women of age?
Of age with consent.
Because if they are of age, why is he being charged with this?
Thank you. I was about to get to that point.
These is grown-ass women.
Yes.
Yeah. Why do we treat them like children?
Because so that's why I was saying all this is just smoke and mirrors. Because if this was true, every NBA owner, NFL owner, every rich person in the world be in jail. Because all of them cheating on their wives. I don't give a shit who they are. They cheating. So Elon Musk, all of them, right? Here's what's the problem. I was always taught there's somebody in this world bigger, badder, stronger, with more money. All of this started because he went after the people for Ciroc. When he thought he was a part owner of Ciroc and them Italians told him, you just a house nigga that helped sell this alcohol, he was going around Jay Leno, all these shows on all this, talking bad about the product, telling people to quit drinking it. He was going to sue them, and now all of a sudden, all this comes out.
All this come out. The Bill Cosby effect.
The Bill and see, and that's what pisses me off about people that talk bad about Tyler Perry. If I'm Tyler Perry and I see what's going on with Diddy and Bill Cosby, you damn right I'm keeping my mouth closed. Well, Tyler Perry don't talking. He ain't for the black people. He don't do this. Damn y'all. I'm not afraid to go to jail and lose billions of dollars because you think I should be the next Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. That's the problem of what happened with Diddy. He'd have kept his mouth closed and said, yes, sir, no, sir. He would never be in this. He's been doing this for 25 years. The police, the FBI, nobody knew nothing about this for 25 years. Then all of a sudden you have an issue with Ciroc and them, and now all of this is just coming out. So my point is, y'all, I don't care how much money you got or how much power you think. Hell, even the Godfather died in the movie. There's always somebody bigger and stronger than you. Be careful about what you say. And sometimes you got to bite your tongue. And Diddy just thought he didn't have to bite his tongue. Yeah, he pissed off the wrong people. Yes,
you pissed off the wrong one. They can make your life a living
very miserable.
And we seeing it.
And so he's an example to everybody. The Rick Rosses, the 50 Cents, any of these Dr. Dre's, any of these rich Snoop Dogg's, black men, you know your place. Because this ain't a white man doing this to Puffy. These are Italian guys on the other side of the world that he was doing business with Ciroc. And now it went south, and he thought he could just come to America and they look at it and kill him because the 1800s he probably dead, but they did this and this way going.
See, if he was over there, he'd be dead. If he was over there, he'd be on the
line. Yeah, he did. Yeah. So, but over here they just killed his career. Mm-hmm. Man, so all this stuff we see, man, is smoke and mirror. Just like with the Donald Sterling thing about him not liking minorities and black. Most of them NBA owners probably use the word nigga every day. He just got recorded.
I don't even like a lot of y'all.
Yeah, he just got recorded.
Word, but I don't like a lot of y'all. Hell, you know,
right? So
me and them got a lot of common. You know,
absolutely. So, did you see the thing they did on was it Netflix called Clip where they talked about they did a TV series about that specific thing. You ain't seen it? It's called Clip. It's about Donald Sterling and all them and stuff.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've seen it come across. But
yeah, Lawrence Fishburne plays Doc Rivers. So Lawrence Fishburne plays Doc Rivers, and Ed O'Neill plays Donald Sterling. And so the girl he was with just recorded him having a normal conversation, and that's how it got out. And the NBA is like, look, you got to go because then you on TV. What got him suspended, he was going on TV telling other people's business. If Donald Sterling would be like, I'm sorry, I'll take my punishment, I'm done, he would still be the owner of the LA Clippers today.
So he started going on
CNN, and all of them talking about Magic Johnson, the other NBA owners, they said, no, you got to go.
Yeah. That'll do it.
That'll do it.
You know, that's the thing too. When you get into that world, you rich, but you're not really rich.
No,
you rich, but you ain't wealthy. Take your name, dignity. I mean, we watching it. It's over for Puffy. It's
absolutely.
Over.
Absolutely.
It's over for R. Kelly. It's over.
Yeah. It's over for all of them because whatever R. Kelly was doing, we didn't know. But did you know I didn't know R. Kelly was married until that woman went on the TV show on VH1. Did you know that? He had been married for 20 years. And that woman was like, he kept me a secret. But she went on a Celebrity Wives or whatever it was called. And that's how I found out he was married. But whatever R. Kelly was doing, everybody knew, kept it a secret. But he went and pissed off the wrong person.
Man, you know what? I am so glad when I did music. Sleep at night, knowing that I didn't cause nobody any physical harm, emotional harm.
Absolutely.
Because do you know how many of these artists out here that have sold their souls are people in Hollywood in general? People that they just in the rush to get to Hollywood and had to sell their buttholes, or they had to take drugs and do things that they normally didn't want to do.
Right.
To get there, it make me wonder, man, it's a world going on outside of the world that we know about. Like
but then, Damo, what is causing this? Because I don't blame Hollywood at all, because nobody put a gun to none of their heads and told them to go to Hollywood. It starts in the household. What is going on in your household that you didn't get enough hugs, love, attention, that you feel like going to Hollywood, becoming famous and rich? You're going to get the woman that you didn't get in high school. You're going to get the cars that you didn't get in high school. You're going to wear the Jordans that you didn't get in high school. Like, where did that come from? It started somewhere else.
So people will sell their souls for this. They will. And I'm sorry, man. I'd rather, as bad as I wanted to make it in music, I'm not putting on no dress for nobody. Think about all the stars that have comedians, actors,
black and white,
that have put on
absolutely.
Dresses. And then you wonder, man, did somebody make them, did they do something to them to make them do that? Like, did they bend them over? Ain't no way, man. Or even the chicks, like Beyonce. I like Kelly Rowland better than Beyonce. I think Kelly Rowland is more pretty than Beyonce. I think her music to me is better than Beyonce. But why isn't that Kelly Rowland didn't make it to the level that Beyonce? And then you wonder, how many D's did Beyonce take? You know how many knobs she done slobbed? Because she pretty. You know what I'm saying? And she got with Jay-Z. Jay-Z, man, is look, man. I mean, she might as well be with Shabba Ranks. You know what I'm saying? She might as well have been with Shabba Ranks. Or C.
Absolutely.
Jay-Z is not a handsome dude. You know what I'm saying? But she with Jay-Z. He cheated on her. How many chicks were they with Jay-Z? I mean, we ain't talking about Usher Raymond. We talking about Jay-Z. Got cheated on by Jay-Z and stayed. Jay-Z, that money go a long way. She knows she can't, man.
Absolutely. And those are the adults that went to Hollywood on themselves. Now let's talk about a sad part of Hollywood: the children.
That's who they go after. Beyonce was a child when she got to Hollywood.
Absolutely. I was gonna say the Olsen twins. I didn't even know the Olsen twins were on drugs. Did you know that they had a drug problem?
Yeah, they looked like they was on drugs.
Because they mammy and pappy brought them into a business at such a young age that they didn't even ask to be in. And look what you done to these kids. Yeah,
man,
they
look
look what you
horrible
done
now. Them Olsen twins, horrible. What's the one dude that's out there that be talking about, man, Diddy gave me the goosha, and all that. The crazy one. He was on this. Out there all the time. Orlando
That's a Raven, the one
that Miss Jackson, huh?
The one that played on That's a Raven?
Yeah, Orlando Brown.
Yeah. He's all yeah.
He off. Look what they did to that boy, man. They done messed his butthole up. You know what I'm saying? He don't know if he's shitting or pissing coming out of that. You know?
Absolutely.
And mentally, he gone. He gone mentally.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm glad, man. I'm glad. I'm telling you, man.
And the one to play her brother, he's kind of getting out there too, because I don't know what they did to them young boys out there, but it's just sad that I don't know. It's just sad. I don't hear a word for it.
Hollywood, you got to do all that. The Hollywood, them executives, they making all them deals behind closed doors. And you know the sad part is, and I believe this. I believe everybody got a price. Now it may differ. It may differ from one person to the next, but I'm quite sure. I'm on live on YouTube. We on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Bigo right now.
Right.
Absolutely. I guarantee you, if you was to have $10,000 and say, you know what, you gonna go ahead and you gonna let me do this and this to you for them 10 million. I ain't gonna say 10,000. That bit. Some chicks would, dudes too, but a 10 million or even 10 trillion. You mean to tell me that the folks ain't gonna sell these souls?
Well, see, here's the thing for me. $10 million will come and go, right? But what that moment will never go, right? Money comes and goes.
Folks don't be caring. They be like, you know what? Pork and beans and dry ass cornbread for the rest of my life, or this 10 trillion. You know, shrimp or dirt.
Absolutely. And
a
lot
of people be like, my family don't like me anyway. Fuck how they feel. I ain't got no friends anyway.
And a lot of people would do that, but I mean, just that moment will be stuck in your mind for the rest of your life.
Like Meek Mill, I think, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm sorry. I think Diddy got me. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, I'm not Sky, me and you boys. But unless it's a wedding or something, you won't see us with the same shirt on. We ain't dressed up. We ain't brothers. We ain't none of that. You know, we not in that sense. I mean, we brothers, but we ain't like, dress up alike brothers, you know.
But that's what I'm saying. So if it's recorded, if it's in your mind, or people, it's like in high school, right? Let's say in high school, you got beat up by somebody, right? 20 years later, you're this buff, you're the Rock. Let's say 20 years later, you're the Rock.
Like that movie he had.
Yeah, like I forgot what it's called with Kevin Hart.
It was Central Intelligence.
Yeah, you still will never forget what happened that day in the gym. Do you see what I'm saying? So you try to tell me, give me $10 million, but when I blow the $10 million, I'll still never forget what I did to get it. And if it's recorded and on the internet, it will never go nowhere. Now I'm broke. I'm broke with whatever I did to do that. That's why I said to me, it's never enough money. Because money, you will blow it. It will come.
But you know what? Let me tell you, man. You absolutely right. But the problem is, there are people out here, especially my females, that's out here fucking for less. You know what I'm saying? They got babies with dudes. They can't get a pack of non-ladies. You know what I'm saying? And so if you come along and you say, you know what, baby, I'm gonna pay your rent up for a year. They up there like this. They, you know what I'm saying? You hadn't even finished the conversation,
right? Huh? You hadn't even finished the conversation before they pull their pants down. You absolutely. All you had to say was paid up for a year, and that's there you go. That's it. Paid up for a year. It's over,
man. So I know, and then you know that video. I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know if y'all seen this. Did y'all see that video of where it was Puppy? It sounded like Arsenio Hall. I don't know for sure, but it was Puppy. It was Mike Tyson. They were sitting on the couch, and Puppy had his hand there, and Mike Tyson had to move his hand away and then sit like this. Did you see that video yet?
No, I did not.
Man, this dude tried to get at Mike Tyson. You know he crazy. Did he crazy? And then when Mike Tyson moved his hand, let me see if I can find that. I'm on here, man. I know we gotta get ready to go. Let me see if I can find her, man. I screamed, dude. I said, man, that boy buck wild. He tried to grab Mike Tyson. Don't let that high-pitched voice fool you. He would have hit him. He would have been like Martin. Remember when Tommy Hearns hit Martin? And he was he would have did him like that.
Absolutely.
Man, let me try to find this. Oh, here we go. Oh, snap. Hold on. It was the Marlon Wayans show. What? Damn, I could confuse him with Arsenio Hall. Arsenio Hall got the teeth.
What type of severe teeth you have? This fire can help you have fewer attacks.
Hold on.
And relieve your.
I gotta get out the way for this, y'all. Baby, look at it. Listen at it.
There's only one question I ask you. When are you coming back?
I don't know when I'm coming back. I have so many different ventures, and I'm into the music business now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Watch this shit, y'all.
I have a tremendous artist Trevine Howard, and she's tremendous, and she needs a little bit more season when she gets to the top of her game. Everybody else will have to compete for second place and be happy with it. She's totally awesome. Hopefully, people's been helping me out. Ryan Clifton helped me out. The Devontae Swing has been helping me out, and hopefully Puffy helped me out.
You don't want that kind of help.
I mean, that's the first I've heard about that. That's great though. That's great.
I believe so.
Yeah, but I mean, for me as a fan and all the people out there, I just hope the day comes soon that you do return to the ring. You are best to do that. If it's in the cards, it'll happen.
I'm okay. Land ain't bad either. I'm okay.
Yeah. No, bad ain't bad, but like I said, that's immediate.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
But what we doing, man? Let's talk about this guy.
Yeah, let's talk about Puff. Now, do you go to the shows? You check it out?
I've been to the concerts.
Yeah.
To the concerts.
Tearing it up.
Yeah.
Now, when you there the night he fell, because I heard one night.
What show was that? That was at the Garden.
At the Garden.
You know why? Because when you home take a second fight, you try to get this with look, and you always want to lose it. But
Yeah, I was in my hometown. I was really excited to finally be performing in New York. And so I'm rocking. So we got up in New York now. So I'm performing, and I'm just really excited. I'm trying to give it my all, and I bust my ass. I turned like 20,000. I'm talking about when you fall flat on your back, but I tried to play it off. You know how when you fall and you act like there ain't nobody seeing you, just keep on rocking. But it was like I just felt I was embarrassed for like weeks.
It truly is about the venture, man.
You see how he moved his hand?
Yeah.
Well, when we come back, we're going to talk more about Puffy. If you want to hang out more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right?
Look at Puffy's face.
Right after this.
Oh my God! First of all, I forgot Ken and Irie Wayans even had a show.
Puffy was a freak maker. Watch this.
I can only got tell. You
gotta start somewhere. You agree with that?
That was Stacey Lattimer's video, right?
That's for me to do your video. Dance it up and roll it.
Now, who were your influence? Who did you?
Barry Gordy.
Hold on. Let me play this back because that was funny as hell.
And Heavy D, he put me in the game.
One more right after this.
Hold on, right?
Flat on your back. I tried to play it off. You know how when you fall and you act like there ain't nobody seeing you, just keep on rocking. But it was like I just felt I was embarrassed for like weeks.
Look, here you go.
We see.
Well, now when we talk
They're trying to grab them cheeks.
All right, we'll be right back.
Oh my Lord.
Man,
I don't even remember that episode. I forgot that he even had a talk show, Damo. Until you just played that. I forgot he even had a talk show till you just played that.
He tried to grab them cheeks. Yeah, he tried to crack them cheeks. Like Tyson, man, it's bad when the man, look, man, he picked his hand up like this and then set it over. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He out of pocket. I wonder, man. I bet you that Notorious Big, Christopher Wallace, I bet you he had straight eyes. And I don't know what he did. I don't know if he touched, and I bet you he knocked that eye cockeyed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because remember last week we were talking about that video with that trans person that was in Biggie's video? So I wonder was Biggie a part of this? I wonder if he just had straight eyes, and then Puppy came one day and then he knocked that eye cockeyed, Because I that eye. I got to go back to them videos and see if that eye was looking straight, or if it always was looking to the left and right. You know what I'm saying? God rest your soul, Christopher Wallace. But I just wonder if, with one of them Diddy parties, if he knocked you cockeyed. You know what I'm saying? If he and you went and that eye went the other way.
But you got to ask yourself, because people say he's been doing it for like 20-something years. He might not have started the Diddy parties when Biggie was still alive. I think he probably started that after Biggie had died. I mean, the all-white parties.
Well,
the all-white
parties. Look what happened with Little Kim. I mean, man, Little Kim, they turned her out. Now, I'm a fan of Little Kim, but they turned Little Kim out. She was young. Foxy Brown was another one. Man, Jay-Z and them, they was clapping all the chicks. Nicki Minaj. Did you see Nicki before Nicki? She looked like a tomboy.
Yeah, she said she got a lot of implants.
And all of a sudden, she came out Black Barbie. She wasn't moving with that energy beforehand. Somebody, and then she came out like Barbie. So I believe they in the industry, man, messing with them young folks. I'm glad I ain't make it, man. Or, you know what? I'll take EBT before I take Hollywood. Put me on the system. I don't want nothing to do with Hollywood or Hollyweird, like they say.
I just want a balanced life. That's it. I don't need all the money in the world, because it's not worth it. When you die, you can't take none of that stuff with you. None of it.
No.
I go on trips 2-3 times a year. I buy what I want. I don't need 10, 20, $30 million. Especially when I go outside my house and a bunch of homeless people out here. What the hell do I need all that money for? It makes no sense.
Yeah, because they ain't going to do nothing about me anyway. I'd rather have just enough money where I'm too broke for you to rob me. Just give me just enough where you want to rob him, but then he'll be down here with us, so I ain't going to rob him. Just give me just enough. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't give me to these riches. Now I got to watch family members. The hell, most of us got to watch family members already. Could you imagine?
So that's why I'm with you. I'm glad it never made, because because a lot of people don't know how contracts work, right? The average person don't really give a shit. So all they see is Caleb Williams walking across that stage. He's #1 draft pick, a $10 million deal. They don't know how taxes and stuff come out. All they know is he's a walking $10 million guy.
And
so all the family members and cousins and everybody's coming. Huh?
And you see them with these NBA players, these NFL players with painted fingernails. I wonder what's going on. What's going on, man? Because never did I got daughters. You can paint clear color. You ain't putting no color on me. You know what I'm saying? I'll play house with you and whatnot, but you ain't putting no color on me. I ain't wearing no little tutu for you. You know what I'm saying? And look, I ain't going that route. But then you see it in sports now. Some of this behavior is in sports. And the money is becoming more, but you wonder, I'm starting to wonder, what's really going on? What kind of deals is really going on? How many quarterbacks we seeing getting money that we man, you ain't worth that damn much. You threw 30 interceptions last year and 20 touchdowns. How the hell you get $280 million a year? Kirk Cousins.
Absolutely. Right? And so I just could never, I mean, who could you trust when people know that you about to make that type of money? And even if it's for a short time, for 5 years, because a lot of these people have gone broke. You see what happened to Adrian Peterson, right? He made $100 million in 12 years. $100 million in 12 years, and he's filing for bankruptcy. Well, let's just say out of the $100 million, 50 of it went to taxes. But so that means you were still left with $50 million to pay lawyers and this. So what did you do with all that money?
Man, he should have went on OnlyFans. When he was halfway through that money, she jumped on OnlyFans. Hell, shit. But you're right. When they come for them taxes every year, if you don't have a means to keep making that money, or if you don't invest that money right, then guess what? You're right. You right back. We see it all the time with lotto winners. Them lotto winners, man, they don't understand. They come in to tax that money every year. Every year you got to tell them what tax bracket you in. They just think about the one-time tax payment and they think that's it. No, sir. You're in a higher tax bracket. So you better figure out a way to regenerate that money, or if you're smart, put it in somewhere where you can live off the interest. That's really, you know what I'm saying, the discussion. Put it somewhere where you can live off the interest. Don't live off the money. If you live off the money, they're going to tax your ass. But that interest you can get away with. For now. We'll see what happened after the elections. But right now, you know, but man, I feel bad, man. And you know they're going to come out with that list eventually. They didn't come up with the Epstein list. We still don't know who was on that Epstein list. So I'm guessing there had to be some super powerful people.
Epstein list.
Yeah, we don't even know still. So I wonder if they're going to come out with the Diddy list. Because, man, I'm going to tell y'all this. Do y'all remember LeBron James saying, ain't no party like a Diddy party? I want to know, sir, what you mean by that. I want to know what you meant by ain't no party like a Diddy party. I want to know who on that list. Goddamn.
Absolutely.
You on that list. I need to see if I got any family members on that list so I can talk about their ass. Boo, you on that Diddy list.
Dang, dude, yeah. What's done in the dark will eventually come out. It took 20-something years, but it could have been another 20 if he would have just. You got all this money, man. Ciroc, man, just even if they told you no, we only paying you as a figurehead or promoter, you don't own the company. Fine. He cutting me a check like I'm an endorsement. You got all this money. Why go after these people? And then you ain't got nothing. You are sitting in jail. Your freedom is gone.
Because you know what's going to happen next.
What's that?
They're going to go ahead and liquidate all his property. Because you don't think people going to come after him financially? Absolutely. Hell yeah, people going to come after him financially. So it's over with. Hey, Monet. Hey, thank everybody that's on my Bigo. But they going to come after him financially.
Well, yeah, because his bodyguard even said there's lawyers out there that says if you've been touched by Diddy, call me.
Man, hold on, man. What's on the telephone toll-free number? I've been touched by Diddy, man. Let me call, man. Let me get some of this cake. Fuck how y'all feel.
Absolutely,
man. What's the number?
It's just, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it.
Hold on. Let me see. Oh, shit, it ain't plugged up. I unplugged it. Okay, that ain't going to work. I'm about to call. What's that number? Hell. Shit, I'm about to get paid.
It ain't worth it. So I hope that anybody is watching Diddy's situation and just learn there's some battles you can win and some battles you can't. Pick and choose your battles, people.
Don't let me see that toll-free number, Sky. Because I'm telling you, when they be like, man, when I be seeing them commercials, I ain't gonna lie, y'all know y'all be doing this shit too. When I be seeing them commercials and they be like, have you taken a Buterol? Have your leg been growing out your eye socket? Do you know when you shit, does it come out your ears? Well, if that fit you, call 1-888-55. I be on the phone like this. I be on the phone like this. I be ready to call. How much I'm going to get? You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I truly understand.
It's hard times out here. Inflation got me thinking different. You hear me?
Yeah. Man, you got to learn how to. They say it's hard to get rich. I think it's hard to stay rich. You got to learn how to protect your money and your assets. Don't let people. But with Diddy, Diddy was like Cash Money. That was his brand to let everybody know how flashy he was, how much money he had. Same thing with Dame. What's his name?
Dame Dash.
He's $10 million in the hole. That's why he had to sell.
I know he was $10 million, man. Did you see his teeth fall out his mouth?
Damn, his teeth fell out his mouth?
Man, like Legos.
I did not know that. No.
Man, it was like 3 teeth at the end of it. I said, man, and I love Dame Dash. I hate that happened. But anytime you talking shit about 50 Cent, some bad shit about to happen. Who hasn't talked shit about 50 Cent and then right after some bad shit didn't happen?
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna talk shit. 50, I don't want no problems. I don't want them problems, 50.
I just walk away. Just be like,
hell yeah, walk away from 50 Cent. Shit.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, you better not talk shit about him.
Yeah, he's and it's sad. That's why he had to sell his
the
1/3
ultimate
of
troll.
Rockefeller. That Masters. It's sad because I don't know what he did with his money. Because he invested it in Rachel Roy, which was his wife at the time. They were doing fashion. He had Dame Dash Music Group. He had other investments. So I don't know
He ain't
what
selling song. He ain't selling song. I got to give it to him. You know, I don't agree with everything that he's saying, whatnot. I don't even agree with the way that he got to, because he sold drugs. So I don't have respect for people that stepped on other people on their way up. Like, man, if you sold drugs and you destroyed families on your way up and now you want to talk shit about business and whatnot, and, you know, now I don't want to hear that. Man, you stepped on the community to get to where you got to. But with that said, he ain't sell his booty hole either. I mean, it could have been worse, you know? He ain't sell that part. Stuff was coming out. It wasn't going in that we know of, so.
Bless his heart.
So, you know.
So yeah, y'all be careful with your money, your assets. Men, be careful
your
with these
assets.
girls.
You got your assets. Y'all better be careful with them. Y'all can come to this platform. You know what? The Soul Driven View, I ain't gonna ask you to sell your soul. I ain't gonna ask you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna ask you about your career, and it's gonna always be like that. You ain't got to sell your mama, your grandmama. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You know, to come on this platform. It's wide open. You got a business, you know you want to promote it on here, that's fine. It got to be somewhere we can go. But we ain't got to worry about, oh, shit, they trying to do this weird shit to, you know?
Absolutely. You're right. I agree.
And have a price. All money isn't good money. Then at some point, there got to be some things that they ask that you just say, I know that's a lot of money, but fuck no, I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing it.
Absolutely.
At some point, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't care, man. I can't see myself sitting there with even $2 trillion, but my asshole hurt. You know, I'm sitting in the chair like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Some people will sell their soul for it. They will. They will. The devil is working. The devil is working.
I wouldn't sell mine to a degree, but there's some limitations. And this is an exit. It's not an entrance. You know what I'm saying? I just got to tell y'all, let y'all know, don't come with me with that buffoonery. You know? I ain't going. You know? Only coming in this mouth is food. If it ain't no human part, unless it's my old lady. Other than that, you know, I'm just going to let y'all know. I ain't going.
Absolutely.
I ain't going. All money ain't good money. Because it's hard to look somebody in the eyes after you done sold your soul. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And y'all trying to change your life, go to church and shit. And they be like, yeah, I know that's little Pee-wee. He ain't sucked my nuts a time or two. Hell no, man. Screw that.
Absolutely. You're right. All money ain't good money, man. You got to go look at yourself in the mirror. And you got to be able to go to sleep at night. Got to. You know.
But hey, y'all, man, we glad y'all was here with us. We had so much fun today. We missed last week. Next week, we're going to have some more shit. I'm going to talk about my birthday shenanigans. Have a good time on my birthday.
That's
which
right.
is the 28th. If y'all want to cash at me, y'all look on the video. The cash app is right there. The $, Soul Driven LLC. If y'all want to, send a player something, want to give me a drink, cool. I'm cool with it. But we looking forward to next week. Or is it going to be October when we come back? Or is it going to be the last day?
I think it's going to be the last day. I think October 1st. Well, now, because October 5th is what, Saturday? So we go back.
It might be.
Yeah, October 1st might be Tuesday.
Yeah,
actually, I can look right here. I don't know why I'm guessing. It's right here in front of me. Yeah, October 1st is Tuesday.
Man, when you owe, I'm telling you, man, when you owe that time effing flies quick. You hear me?
It does.
Like, man, you be kicking in you in your 30s, and then you blink, come back, sit down, and you in your 60s. Grayed out, back and knees hurting, you know what I'm saying? You know, on that Ben Gay, man, baby, put some of that shit on my knees. Taking Epsom salt baths, it comes quick.
Absolutely. Biofreeze, all that stuff, man. Icy hot.
Hell yeah.
Man,
yeah, now you on them blue chews, and you ain't just taking one. Now you got to take 4 to get it up. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Yeah, once for every 20 minutes.
Every 20 minutes. You right.
Baby,
Yeah,
if
so
you want me to
y'all
last
enjoy
hour, you got to
use.
give me 4 of them pills. Yeah, you was good in your 30s. See, now you're like, man, give me about 10 minutes to make it up them stairs. Baby, I'm coming up.
Oh yeah. So y'all enjoy y'all youth, man, because trust me. Woo. And, or if you're not, I hope you age gracefully. How about that?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like that. Yeah, y'all like that. 20 years ago, I could be on that dance floor for a good 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, every 20 minutes, let me just sit down for this and then wait for this song. That hip don't step the same, player. You know what I'm saying? Said when we in our 20s, we had about 4 moves. You know what I'm saying? We 2-step. Everything is same thing. We on the same dance move. If it's a slow or fast song, said when you old, you using that same move. God dang it, the same move.
Absolutely.
Hey Sky, go ahead and plug them in tonight to where they can listen to the Big Bling Radio Show.
It's offtopradio.com. Offtopradio.com. So tune in tonight, 7 p.m. tonight, and replay from 9 to 11, man. Tune in and listen.
Damn, you making me sleepy. Shit.
Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy. I just took a sinus medicine. And tune in and don't forget to like and share this video, man. Comment, help us get out there. You know, thanks to everybody that's watching. You know, we appreciate it. We don't take nobody for granted. Thank y'all for joining us every Tuesday.
No doubt,
Tuesday be your favorite day of the week.
If y'all can subscribe. Hey, speaking of, I have reached 1,550 subscribers. So the goal before the year's out is 5,000. I believe that I'm about to hustle and get 10. I'm just on that path right now. But for the people here on my Bigo, for the people here on the YouTube and Facebook, this really is a good show. A lot of it is informative information. We have some serious talks, but it's funny too, man. Like, we're going to make sure you have a good day. You come through here. We might piss y'all off with some of our opinions every now and then. Don't take the shit to heart. You know, black people, we like to talk shit. From the people that's not a part of the culture, look, if you're around especially if you're around me, I like to talk shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Do I believe everything I say? Maybe not. But I just like to talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good. It sounds good.
It sounds good at the moment. You know, but my thought and opinion on it might change. But I might give you something to think about. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, but I'm just telling y'all, man, we love to have fun on this podcast. Subscribe on YouTube. All right?
So you say you got 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube page?
Yes.
Hey, man, congratulations.
Yes. We trying to get to that point where we monetizing that players. So you know what? So I can add some more of these to the collection. You know what I'm saying? You know, like Dolomite. Add my cake. I would like to have a tiger head on here one day. Help me get to the tiger head. I like the lion. They help me get to the tiger head. You know, I want a giraffe head. You know, a zebra head. This help me keep it pimping. But y'all can follow us. You know, man, follow us on. I want you to give them yours too. Because y'all can also watch from Sky's YouTube. Mine is, let me give mine, and Sky, I want you to definitely give them yours. Mine is www.youtube.com/@ Soul Driven Media. So again, it's that / the @ SO driven, like DRIVEN media. And Sky, do you know yours are back?
I'm sitting here reading it. It's at CEO Cartel 2120.
So say that again for my people that didn't hear, and
it's at CEO Cartel 2120.
All right, so his is at CEO Cartel 2120.
Yeah.
So y'all can follow him. Because man, you do a great show. Also, the show that you do, is it you do it on Thursdays?
I just pick a day. I haven't decided on like a scheduled day, but I will do another one soon. It's called the CEO Cartel. You know, I want a bunch of CEOs to get together and we, bounce ideas off each other. But the last few have just been some shit that's just been on my chest about the wrestling business. Gotcha. So I do have some on my chest about it. So be tuning in soon. And I like to do mine at night for the night owls. Because sometimes I'm an insomniac, I can't sleep. I'm pretty sure some people are up. Last time Malfunction was up, so me and him was commenting back and forth. So I like to do mine at night, like 11 o'clock at night for people who ain't gonna sleep yet. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and I want to leave with some good news, y'all.
What's that?
Got some good news today. So I will be starting a new job soon. You know what I'm saying? And it come with a big raise. So I am excited, man. Thank you, God.
Is it in the same industry?
Soon, man.
Same industry? Same thing?
No. Back with the company I was with, making much more money.
I mean, you still doing the night security? That's what I'm saying.
No. I'm leaving that. Nah, player, I'm leaving that.
So you back downtown?
You're going to see a dust. You're going to see tumbleweed behind me.
So you back downtown?
Hell yeah. And let me tell you, I was like, thank you, God, because, man, inflation kicking my ass. You know, man, I had thoughts of joining the Chippendales, you know. I'm going to get some tuxedo boxes and I do what I got to do. I almost got to that, but then the Lord was like, Damon, stop. I'm going to give you this job. And I said, you know what? Thank you, Jesus. I'm going to take it.
Congratulations.
I'm happy about that. And it's going to allow for more promotion and investing into this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful. I know I made a joke, and some of y'all be like, why he used Jesus' name in vain and all that. But y'all know me, man. I like the joke. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Man, Sky, this might have been one of the longest shows we ever had.
Hey, that's what it is.
Have fun with it. I want to give a shout out while I'm here, man. Yeah. Jackson Starr, man, thank you so much. She is in my Bigo family, man, the House of China. Shout out to China. She was on here also. My girl Monet was on here. She came through. There was some other names came through. I will give y'all a shout out next week. It's hard to catch everybody. Everybody on my Bigo, thank you. Man, Malfunction 365, I seen his name come up. So I want to give him a shout out. Sky, is anybody you want to shout out before we go ahead and jump off?
Nope. Shout out to everybody that's on your Bigo. And thanks to everybody who's gotten Damo to 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
We appreciate everything.
Us, not even Damo.
Yeah,
I look at it like they got us.
They got us there. Thank y'all so much. We want to be educational and we want to be entertainment all at the same time. So thank y'all so much.
We appreciate y'all, man. Peace and love. Till next week. Make sure this show, y'all will be able to watch the recap on Facebook and on YouTube. So watch it in its entirety, man. Y'all going to really enjoy this show. Peace, love, man. I want to leave with this. The only thing guaranteed in life is death. So don't focus on the things you don't have control over. Only focus on the things that you do. And as long as you're on this half of the dirt, you're a winner.
You're a winner. Amen.
God bless y'all, man. We are out. Peace.